Yeah, so I hate to do it, but I am going to ask what you just talked about. If, in your honest opinion, when you look at Jon Jones, would you say it's a money thing or not wanting to fight you thing, or do you think it's a combination?
Well, I can tell you some stuff about the money situation, but I'm not sure I can say it on camera, so I will tell you that after. I think a bit. I think I'm a bad matchup for him, to be honest, and I think he knows it.
My opinion, I think it's a huge risk.
Yeah.
It's a huge risk. You're younger, you're athletic, you hit hard, you pose problems. We don't have much data on you, meaning that we don't know what happens if you do. And this is me speaking from an analyst and like my experience in MMA. Like if I was to fight Tom Aspinall, okay, what do I need to do? Okay, he's very fast, very athletic, light on his toes. Okay, he blitzes across the void. So if he gets across the void, can I take that shot? A lot of people have not been able to take that shot. So if he gets across that void and I get hit, I might go fucking down. That happens. You become the biggest fucking star ever. You just slayed the GOAT in a lot of people's eyes, right? Or if I go out there, Jones' eyes, if I go out there and I beat him, it was just as his words said, he's here today, gone tomorrow, right? So that's my opinion, like from his standpoint, or maybe he wants $40 million. I have no idea, right? That's my opinion. Go ahead, give your piece. He asked the question. So it wasn't directed towards me, it was directed towards you.
I honestly can see Jon's point of view. I get it. I get it. It's just about the title for me. I just want the title, that's it. Does nothing else really matters. So, I get it completely. Get his point of view. Get what everybody's saying. Completely understand. I just want to prove I'm the best. That's all.
You're like, let me do my thing. Let me fight.
I just want to fight.
And I think that's the respectable way to go about it. It's like, you don't care if it's Jon, and it's no disrespect to Jon, it's no disrespect to anybody out there. You're just trying to fight. I just want to fight. And like I said before at the beginning of the podcast, is that this is the only sport where somebody's putting you on ice. And it's not necessarily, it could be not necessarily Jon. It could just be they're trying to make him do something. He was like, guys, I'm just, I got 50 million to bank. I don't really need to fight. And then you're like, can I just fight? Give me whoever. Give me somebody. I think I saw the other day, it's like, you and another athlete have the longest reigning interim championship of like 600. I don't know how many fucking days it is, but it's
unfortunately beat it. It's not a title that you want.
Exactly. But people out there keep track of that shit, and it's like, guys, I said this. I was very outspoken about this a while ago, when it's like, I thought there was no point. My personal opinion, there was no point, and no disrespect to Stipe. He's an amazing athlete, amazing career. I thought there was no point for Stipe to versus Jon Jones. When you have a heavyweight champion and you have the interim champion who's defending the belt, who are both healthy, that is a fight that's supposed to happen. Stipe, and like I said, mixed martial arts is the one sport where you can get a world title fight off a fucking loss. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine in the sport of boxing or the sport of basketball?
4 years too.
In 4 years.
Yeah, I never thought. Yeah, it's crazy.
In 4 years, you get you get to fight for the best prestigious world championship after getting knocked out.
It's weird. It's definitely
weird. Fucking mad. It's weird.
Yeah, it is.
And it's just, it blows my mind. So I think that was a fight.
You should come back in 2029.
Well, only thing I left as a champion, so that'll make more sense. But it's the only, and it just blows my mind. It's like you had a healthy chance. So, but we can beat this dead horse. Obviously, when the fight happens, whether it's him or whoever, I can't wait to see it, because we don't get enough time to see you fight in the cage. Right? And it's very unfortunate. You have always stated you don't care who you fight. You just want to fight and be active. You want to be pushed to deep waters. And obviously nobody's been able to do it yet. So now on the everybody always wants to know, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of things happen behind closed door, right? Obviously, you've been out spoken about, like, you want to fight Jon Jones. Obviously, Jones trying to get his, whatever he's got going on, together. Me and Michael were talking about this before you guys got here. This is the only sport in the world that I know of that you can have somebody hold your career back.
Yep.
Meaning that, like, okay, we have a healthy champion who has shown a little bit interest to fight you, not really a lot of interest to fight you, but you can't fight because you're like, I'm just trying to fight, but it's not happening, right? God. I guess speak on that. Like, how frustrating is it, for you? Your dad is like, guys, can we just get a fucking fight? Because it's not like you're getting younger. You're only going to get older, right?
Yeah, sure. I'm quite lucky in that regard because I don't feel like I have a lot of miles on the clock, and the 32 is quite young for a heavyweight.
Yeah,
so,
you're getting right in your prime.
I would definitely fight if I could. Well, I had a big injury a few years ago where it was like potentially career ending.
Was it ACL?
So I did a little bit of my ACL, but MCL, meniscus, and they actually took some of my femur as well off. So it was quite a big surgery.
Hey, your femur as in the bone?
Yeah, the bone.
Holy shit.
I didn't have a meniscus for a long time. So basically, in the area where my meniscus should have been, the bone like started growing to become like a shock absorber. They just shaved it off. It's weird stuff.
So you're telling me that your femur grew into the space where your meniscus is supposed to be in order to compensate for that.
Exactly. Yeah.
What the fuck?
So that was a bit weird.
Oh, it just grew into that space.
Yeah.
I was like, you fucking
bit strange.
Okay.
But anyway, I had the big injury, and then it was I was at a bit of a crossroads, really. Like, I've made a little bit of money then.
Yep.
But I made enough to like buy a house and stuff, and then it was a bit like, do I want to carry on with this thing, or it was obviously devastating stuff to get injured in front of everybody and stuff. But anyway, it was a tough time for me. Came back, took me a year with the rehab, with the knee and everything. I'm not talking about drugs. I'm talking about
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
The physiotherapy and all that kind of stuff. So it was a tough couple of months mentally, but then once I started like working towards getting back, it was like, right, I'd see the doctor, I'd see the physio, and they'd be like, right, in 2 weeks, this is what I want you doing in the gym. I want you squatting down to 90 degrees. I want you to be able to jump on this box. I want you to be able to run a mile. I want you to be, and then you can start, start boxing training. You can do this, that, and then it was like I always had like a little goal to work towards.
Of course.
So after like a couple of months of being like sat on the couch, as soon as I could get in the gym and start working towards different things, it was great. And I felt good. And I was like, right, I definitely want to come back. Now I'm going to go. I don't have any injuries. I'm going to win the heavyweight championship. I'm going to become this legend. I'm going to knock everybody out and all that stuff. Like, I felt great about it. And I was on my recovery path to getting back. Now I've been almost a year inactive. With no prospects of anything apart from weight.
Yeah.
So now is actually a little bit more of a tricky time for me mentally than it was then. Even though
you had a reason for escaping from the cage.
Even people then were like, people was like, "Are you okay? Like, how are you dealing with coming back and stuff like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. Like, I've got this to look forward to. The doctors say I've got to do this in 2 weeks, or in 2 months I can start grappling." And I constantly had like little goals that I could like work towards. Whereas now it's just like, right, just be ready, and we'll just let you know.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of difficult, like mentally, to
to
be like, but this is the fight against Jon Jones. Like, not the fight is another thing.
Yeah.
This is the tricky bit where I really have to stay switched on, stay motivated, and I'm trying my best. I'm trying. It's tough sometimes, especially. But you know what? Again, I'm really lucky with the team and stuff. Is that we're in a spot now where guys come to me when they've got a fight coming up.
Yeah.
So like they're in training camp because we have international guys coming as well.
Yeah.
We have like a couple of Croatian guys. We have a couple of guys coming from all different places. And they're coming to me when they're in training camp, and I'm like, look, if I ain't on the ball, they're gonna kick my ass.
Yeah,
like,
gotcha. So you're getting different looks. You're staying fresh.
Yeah. So like I obviously don't want to be getting beat up in the gym all the time. So like I've got to stay on the ball in the gym, even though I've not got to fight myself, which is again a huge advantage that I've got. So even though it's a tough time for me, I'm looking to I'm developing my skills all the time, which is good.
Well, I think I listened to the interview. I don't know if you saw it, because I know usually when me and you talk on WhatsApp, you kind of keep yourself off of Instagram. You don't listen to the news. But GSP said that, you know, the most important thing you could do right now is focusing on your overall skill set. That way, when whatever opportunity does present to you, you're that much more prepared. Where it's like, I've been prepared for this, not physically, but also mentally, that when my feet hits that canvas, it's like I've gone through this simulation 1,000 times.
Yeah, definitely. I'm constantly working on stuff, but everyone wants to kind of chime in, and this isn't a pop at GSP because I love George. He's like my favorite fighter ever.
Yeah.
But as you said a minute ago, no one really knows what's going on behind the scenes apart from me.
Exactly. You're in the office cooking.
Yeah.
You and your dad and everybody's cooking. It's like, hey, we're going to keep on, you know, I'm going to get to the YouTube channel. I like this specimen. You're always continuing to work, right? And I think that's important. And people, that's the hardest thing about the sport of mixed martial arts is that we're very accessible, right? Like fans can get to us, they can talk to us, right? And they're always like, oh, they're never gonna fight. You know, you're stalling. Da da da. I was like, guys, I'm doing my own thing. Leave me alone. So I think it's smart that you stay off Instagram, but you are in the kitchen cooking with your father, preparing for whatever's to come next.
I'm in the gym twice a day, every day. I don't miss. Never.
How many days a week do you take off? You take any off?
Just Sundays.
Just Sundays.
Yeah. I train once on a Saturday.
Damn, Dad. Got him working.
I just love it. I absolutely love it. You know, and I think. See, people, again, we're referring to people online, but people's like...
You people, comments, who does he mean, you people? What are you talking about, these people?
No, people are like, why are you doing all this training with no fight? I'm like...
Why not?
I train all the time anyway. Just because I've not got a fight doesn't mean I don't train. Like, I'm not thinking about... I'm thinking about the next 5 years of my career. Like, I can use this time. Like, the amount that I've leveled up from now to my last fight is ridiculous. It's like night and day difference. And sometimes, you know, it actually, you know this anyway, but it works to your advantage not having a fight book sometimes because you can level up a lot.
Yeah. Now, if you guys enjoyed that clip and you want to check out the whole video, click right here. And if you guys want to see other clips from this channel, click right here. Enjoy.